Hello everybody, welcome back to another Rockabilly guitar lesson. I'm back with another request. Today I want to show you how to play the first solo from Pepper Hot Baby by Phil Gray, which was released in 1956-1957 on the Rhythm label as the flip side to Bluest Boy in Town. The record features the great Kenny Rhodes on lead guitar and Jack Neal, also member of Gene Vincent's Blue Caps, on the upright bass. The song was written by Alicia Evelyn and then recorded the first time by J.P. Morgan in 1955. It became so successful that many jumped on the bandwagon. Artists like Justin Tarp recorded it. But it took another year until Phil Gray did his version, and I think this is the best of them all. As I said, I will show you the first solo right here on YouTube, but if you want to learn the intro, the second solo and the outro as well, then you can find all that on my Patreon page. The link is in the description below. That's where you also have access to the jam tracks that you heard in the beginning of the lesson and the tabs and PDF and Guitar Pro format. I also had quite a few requests to continue with my show Let's Talk Rock and Roll. So here's the big announcements. Some new episodes are coming your way. The show where I talk to musicians, DJs, record collectors and promoters about the music we love and live. It's been over a year since the last show and quite a few people asked me if I could continue with Let's Talk Rock and Roll. So here it is, episode number 7, where I talk to fellow guitar instructors and teachers Tom Conlon and Damien Bacci, who spread their riffs and licks on the internet and make sure that this wonderful style of music won't be forgotten. As always, you're very welcome to be a big part of the show and asking your questions to my studio guests. And at the end, you can also win something, so make sure you join us on December 11th when we talk rock and roll with Damien Bacci and Tom Conlon. As always, a huge thank you to my fantastic patrons who make all of this possible, the talk show and also the guitar lesson like this one. Here's how to play the first solo from Pepper Hot Baby by Phil Gray. And here comes the first solo in Pepper Hot Baby. We start like this. Starting on the 7th fret. And then he always plays the open string. There's one extra note in between which I couldn't decipher, couldn't figure out. So I just go with this, and when you play it fast, it's hardly any difference to what he's playing. So it goes like this. And then in the next bar, a difficult part, hammer on pull off. From the 3rd to the 5th, back to the 3rd, and then the open. And then you pick the open B string again. And then on the G string, hammer on pull off from 2nd to 4th. And then I play the D string on the 2nd fret. One more time this bar. And I have my index flatty on both strings, the D and the G string, because that's easier for the pull off here. And then playing the 2nd fret of the D string right afterwards. Yeah. So what we got so far, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the next 2 bars. Starting on 1 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So with the last note you just slide up, the D string. Then chord progression changes to A and you play. So it's just the A chord F shape here, starting on 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Here you add the pinky on the 7th fret. And then at the end he plays the open string, E and B, and the G string here, like this, yeah? Just to change to the next chord. And then you play one more time the whole row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So this is an E6 chord here. And on the 7th fret you just add your pinky, yeah? One more time this row. 2, 3, 4, 1. And then you slide to the 8th fret with your middle finger. And then I use my pinky and the ring finger here. And this comes from the diminished chord. Yeah, it's a C sharp diminished or B flat diminished, whatever you want to call it. And you play it like this. You're starting on 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then at the end, the following bass run. Pretty straightforward. He's got a G string in there, but I'm not sure if it's on purpose or not, so you can put it in if you want. Like this. So now I will play the whole first solo to the metronome at 100 beats per minute, which is half the speed of the original. 1, 2, 3, 4.